Dear friends, welcome to YouTube channel and our Dr. Vet channel. I am Dr. P.R. Patel, Professor Head, Veterinary Medicine. We have talked about leptospirosis part 1 and 2. Here we talk about the leptospirosis part 3. Now in this presentation, we'll talk about diagnosis, differential diagnosis, treatment, prevention, vaccination and control aspect of leptospirosis. Diagnosis based on clinical science and accuracy findings. We have seen a big list of clinical science and necropsy finding also. These organism leptospira affect the kidney. So you will find symptoms related to kidney failure. This leptospira affect the liver. So you will find the liver dysfunction symptoms. Leptospira causes hemolysis and damage to vascular system. So you will find hemorrhage, hemoglobinuria, and red milk like this, jaundice, and other things. So clinical findings and necropsy are roaming around the organ failure. Going to the diagnosis, next step, isolation of the organism, that is by the culture method in the laboratory. Then identification of organism using dark field microscope. This is usually done in the laboratory and some of the sophisticated veterinary dispensary. Dark field microscope where the light is coming from the side and the background is contrast. So this leptospira are the spiral and when the light is coming from the side with dark background, they glisten and because of their motile nature, our eye can catch very nicely. So identification is very easy. Detection of antibody titer by microscopic agglutination test. MAT titer 1 is to 100 is considered as a positive case. We know that the leptospira affects the kidney and it causes the kidney damage, inflammation and degeneration. So kidney function test should be carried out and there is increased serum creatinine and blood urea nitrogen that suggest a kidney damage. Similarly, the leptospira also causes damage liver, hepatitis and hepatitis dysfunction. So clinician has to carry out liver function test and serum bilirubin with normal or mildly elevated SGOT, SGPT and creatinine phosphokinase is observed. Leptospira affects the lungs also. So carry out the chest X-ray shows lower and mid zone opacities and molecular diagnosis can be done by polymerase chain reaction. About sample collection in leptospira case, in acute phase, collect the liver portion, lung, brain, kidney, body fluid, blood and milk. These two are important. Cerebrospinal fluid, thoracic and peritoneal fluid. In chronic cases, urine is an important organ because the leptospira excrete from body through urine. Kidney, fetal fluid, uterine and other reproductive discharges should be collected to provide the diagnosis of leptospira. We have seen that large number of variety of symptoms and variety of forms of the leptospira is observed. But the main symptoms are hemolytic anemia and related symptoms, hemoglobinuria, abortion, kidney failure, liver failure, hepatitis, nephritis, jaundice. This group of symptoms are also observed. One or more symptoms are observed by many diseases. We will see the list of diseases that are required to be differentiated from this leptospira. Bacillary hemoglobinuria caused by Clostridia group of organism. Postparturient hemoglobinuria caused by phosphorus deficiency. Babesiosis also causes red urine. Anaplasmosis also causes red urine. Dengue fever, there is a fever. Hemorrhagic fever, this is caused by diverse group of virus diseases. There are many viral diseases that produce a hemorrhagic fever and hepatitis. This leptospira is also required to be differentiated from viral meningitis, malaria, typhoid fever, influenza, and parvo in dog. In this, the meningitis and fever is observed, and in parvo, hemorrhagic gastroenteritis is observed and fever also. Another group of disease, brucellosis, SMEDI, SMEDI, means S means stillbirth, M for mummification, E for early embryonic death, D for this death, I for infertility. This SMEDI is a reproductive disease of swine caused by a porcine parvovirus and porcine enterovirus infection. Thus, leptospirosis causes a variety of symptoms and many other diseases also produce similar disease. So it is difficult to differentiate these two. So for the confirmatory diagnosis, we should take help of the laboratory. Treatment, doxycycline oral every 12 hours period for 1 week, penicillin for every 4 hours for 1 week, doxycycline oral once a week in adult as a prophylaxis. The previous dose we have seen for treatment. This once a week is for the prophylaxis. In dogs, for the dog practitioner, remember penicillin is leptospiromic phase and doxycycline eliminates the carrier's status. To cure the detoxification, hydroelectrolyte balance with glucose and salt solution can be given. That is called a fluid therapy. In severe kidney damage, dialysis must be done to save the life of the animal. Potassium and phosphorus may be increased due to renal failure. Corticosteroid also sometimes works very excellently. Prednisolone is given for 7 to 10 days. For the dose, you are requested to refer standard textbook of veterinary medicine or pharmacology book. For prevention of leptospirosis, general steps are used. Prevention by maintenance of appropriate hygiene, sanitation and management, and vaccination program. Vaccination program is very effective for prevention of the disease. The various type of vaccines available are trivalent leptospira vaccine. It is inactivated vaccine for bovine, contain 3 leptospira serovars. This vaccine confers a specific immunity against a leptospirosis in cattle. Then canine leptospira killed vaccine. It is for the dog, containing Leptospira ictrohemorrhagi, Leptospira canicola, Leptospira pulmona, and Leptospira gryphotyphosa. Let us see the control measures. Pasteurization of milk. You know that red milk is observed and it excretes through udder also. The organism may cause mastitis, may not cause. But udder become edematous and a flabby bag like. Another very important step is the rodent control. The rodents are present everywhere. They stay with us. They wander in the field. They make a hole. When water enters the hole, they come out. This rodent wander everywhere. Even they reach to the go down and storehouse of the animal feed. They eat the feed and they urinate on that. And the urine of the rodent contain bacteria if it is infected. And this is how the our domestic animal get infection from rodent to our animals. So rodent control is a very important step in control of the leptospirosis. You know that this leptospira proliferate in a stagnant water. When the water is stagnant, they multiply as like anything. And stagnant water get the infection also from the rodent. So filling of the stagnant water place with sand or provide drainage to stagnant water and make the land dry. That is also a important step for the control of disease. The garbage should be discarded or covered. Disinfection of the infected premises, isolation and identification of renal carriers from animals for controlling the infection. Friends, requested to share this video to our veterinary friends. Requested to subscribe. If you like, press like button. Thank you very much for observing this video.